bringing onto the defensive side because Asuna plays a very distinct style on this map where he's dashing in from awkward angles. He's not necessarily going the same path that, you know, Ye will, where he takes up the long A angle or he goes up on the on C. It's much different. So if he can break up those setups and find crashies in an awkward position where he's too advanced, then that could be really good.
I'd love to see Nitro go on that Astra, actually, because I feel like we have seen it a lot, and this could be one of the changes that may need the map for themselves.
Well, Hiko and crashies going to match each other in those Sovas. No surprise there. Everyone will remember that it was the final 2 overtime rounds where crashies came up massively for Envy to put them in the position to 2-0 Sentinels. You get the Astra for Nitro that you were hoping for,
Love
Kakuka.
it. I love when they listen to me. Let's see if they get them up now.
The really cool thing about these comps that they're going to come out with are they are fundamentally the same, right?
Yes.
They might have a difference in steel versus...
No, they're literally the same.
But either way, like, the way that they play is very similar. However, I think 100 Thieves' approach to their attacking side and also their defense is distinctly different in the way that they play. You saw a high pace from Envy on their attacking side yesterday, a couple of rounds, but also specifically trying to pressure like the garage to force off some utility from, well, in this case, it'll be Killjoy in the face of Steel. Yesterday it was Dapper on Cypher. So these types of things will make a difference.
You know what? I love this, though. Mirror matchups to kick things off because it says to me that the better team will become the winner. And that's all I want to know here when we come out of our semifinal as they look to challenge Gambit in the finals tomorrow. It's 100 Thieves, it's Envy stepping onto the stage for the first time in our 3-map series, and we've got Riven Doug standing by for the call.
Thank you so much, Dash. Here we go. 2 North American teams, a grand final spot on the line, and what? I mean, it can't get any more poetic than that.
I am so excited to see this matchup, Doug. The fact that throughout the series and tournaments of NA, Envy and 100 Thieves have just gone back and forth in maps. 13 maps played across their series, and it's so close. 9 of those maps have ended within 5 rounds, a 13-7 or closer. So each one of these games is literally going to go to the last drop. I can't wait to see what the pressure they have already up to mid for a quick fake on what might be a spike touch and run out.
So Hiko is backing off of garage. I mean, Envy have really gotten in to see a good shock dot there, but it's just going to get healed right back up. So they should be able to get the spike down. I also love this out from Envy. They haven't given up garage control, and that's exactly where you see the remaining members of 100 Thieves starting to rotate over. Nitro with a nice shot onto FNS to clean things up.
Slowly rotating back.
Oh boy.
It's going to be tough to make sure this spike is something they can get back to, so they're waiting for the pushes to come in now. And quite a big push from Steel, but crashies and Ye come up huge across the map.
Asuna's gotten it to half. Asuna might be sticking the whole thing. My goodness, he's going to stick it and there's nothing to stop him. 100 Thieves, yeah, Ye gets the 3K, but Asuna steals the defuse away. 100 Thieves are on the board first.
That, again, right to the last moment of the round, what a comeback for Envy to figure that they needed to go through, but it was just a little too late. The defuse comes through, pros don't fake, and they stay on that. 100 Thieves grabs the first round. We were talking a bit about these teams matching up in all of those meetings, the 4 meetings they've had in the 13 maps they've played, the whole meetings. 3 of those 4 meetings, 100 Thieves has taken. And a cool stat about this is the first time they played on Haven this year, it was a 13-4 for 100 Thieves. The last time, most recently, they played on Haven, it was a 13-5 for Envy. The script has been flipped. And can Envy continue that potential? Our second round here, again, pressure towards mid. Envy just wants to give 100 Thieves something to think about right away. Right. Then they spread the map and go back to playing.
You're also seeing a bit of a buy coming out from Envy, right? You've got the Bulldog, you've got a couple of lighter weapons, and then it goes lastly in the hands of crashies, and it looks like this time it's not just a little bit of eye candy to make them think about stuff. They do get the spike down, they get it down mid. The nice thing for 100 Thieves is they do have some presence down long, down A long, right? They're sending to that way. That should open up garage a bit more, or excuse me, window, B window, a bit more for them to work with. And for the remaining members of Envy, you're gonna have to split your attention, right? Because 100 Thieves are gonna push out from B, you're gonna be sandwiched in from the other side. Where do you turn your attention to for FNS? First attention goes over to Asuna, but Marved come up big. He's already gotten 2.
One enemy remaining.
Envy these first few rounds pushing the ticket to just see how 100 Thieves would react. They are reacting pretty well, especially on this Hiko. Nitro picks up 4 on that round. The Marshal to tag in the last kill as Hiko gets another ult point towards that Hunter's Fury. We're into our first gun round here, the bonus for 100 Thieves, but still considerable amount of buys necessary for the Thieves. Envy did some great damage there.
They did, but I'm curious to see what economy looks like because, again, they bought up a bit there, right? So while normally this would be Envy in a position where they can come out with rifles and really kind of throw them for a loop, they've got, well, I don't want to say nothing because we've talked about Ye with the Marshal and how he's pretty good with it, if you will. Marved is going to have one as well, but it is just Sheriffs the rest of the way on the side of Envy.
It is. Attack. Well, this is the thing. You follow up with one of those Sheriffs, see if you can get somebody behind a Marshal. It's kind of like a pie to the face of whoever gets shot first. Follows up from Ethan, though, as they keep peeking long, helping each other out with the double peeks.
Yeah, did take one with him, but 100 Thieves, heavy numbers advantage. FNS still has a spike down C long, but I don't know. I mean, they can't easily work their way up C, and as the spike continues to go on, options continue to dwindle. Victor had gotten behind enemy lines, if you will, trying to crack things open a bit, but gets cleaned up. Now they know where FNS is as well. 100 Thieves should be able to secure this round in very little effort.
Come on, Finesse. Almost. The duck by Nitro. Nice timing on him to understand the angle. A 4K last round. Coming in for one of the members, 100 Thieves, and now a 4K this round. So Nitro and Ethan feeling real good on the ult points right now. Seekers are ready. We're coming into round 4 here. May possibly see Envy get to those weapons and see what they can formulate across the map. Here we are. No operators are going to be seen just yet out of the squad, but Bladestorm is ready for El Diablo.
Placing sentry.
Set up. So they take the turret out of mid for now. For Finesse. Seems like they may want to place it somewhere differently or get themselves pushed up on the map. Spike is in the hands of Victor. Gets put up just for Garage, so they can't take it out if they peek mid. Now it still sees mid a bit, but also Garage.
Asuna feeling some of that pressure. The Trailblazer's going to tag him up. FNS on the swing. He did dash away. He does get dropped, but the trade was there, as you said. Straight up 4v4. Seekers are going to be invested as well at the hands of Ethan, as you can feel the pressure coming in from C, but 100 Thieves not giving anything up. Ethan comes in for 3. Ye finally stops that. They have control of C. The spike should be able to go down. It's going to be a 2v2 for the site.
Still with the Ares, still with the Spectre versus the Vandals. Ye and crashies set up quite nicely here, but crashies pinged out. Will he get spammed? So close, backing off from the shock dart. Definitely would have taken out. Ow! Steal!
But Hiko, if Hiko can wrap around, if attention's drawn over to Steel, Hiko can have some room to work with.
They double up.
Yeah. The remaining members of Envy are just so weak. I mean, Steel is as well. Steel's the first one to go. He drops. Hiko yet again in a clutch situation. Everything in front of him, but Ye stops it. Ye gets 3. Envy are on the board.
An incredibly necessary round. Ye does not have to use the Blade Storm, and Envy is on the board to start pressuring. Where can they go from here? They changed up a little bit of how they started that strat. Nothing was really going towards mid, and they kind of hit 100 Thieves right up the gut. They were able to take the shots, make the post plant work. So good to see from Envy. They don't have to stretch themselves too thin to make the first strats work. They still have a lot in the pocket to make this happen. It's going to be an A push towards that main side with 2 stars coming in right now from Nitro. It looks like they want to shut down anything happening quickly.
Ye popping that Bladestorm early on, working his way through the cloud burst.
Here.
The dart did tag him up.
There it is.
And the gravity well, yeah. The thing is, like, Ye got through that, so they did have to give a little bit of that away, but for 100 Thieves, that's all it was, right? It was Ye. There wasn't anything that continued as far as spacing, so they were able to kind of hold that off for now. You feel Envy testing the waters down a short, and guess what? You test it, Asuna will take your head off.
Ethan in mid sent the Trailblazer down, slowly pushed out after seeing the turret. He takes down the turret, and look at how Envy kind of have to respond here. Retake that area, no, nobody's pushing, and it looks like that may be the final execute in B.
Ethan with the flash. Gonna get counter flash as Victor wrapping his way around. Nobody spotted him. Okay, he did that time around. Victor lands the shots onto Ethan. A 4v4. Victor's just so weak. He is 1 point away from having Seekers, and you've got Nitro wrapping around. Crashies.
Great presence of mind.
Yep. Oh, it's a good trade, though, out of Steel.
You should run.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Sees the tip of the barrel. Yay, coming up with 2 huge frags. Drops the operator, drops Hiko, a clutch master, and now it is all up to Steel.
Now he does have his own lockdown, but it looks like I just don't know that he really has an opening. The benefit for him, we mentioned it earlier in the round, Victor is only 39 health. He doesn't have any armor. Ye's pretty weak off as well. The problem for Steel in this situation is he has to check every single 50, every single corner, right? Like there's no.
Okay.
That helps. Took no damage either. So it looks like it's just going to be a bit of economy damage onto Envy. FNS was able to pick the op up, carry us into the next round. 100 Thieves still with the lead, but Envy, I like what we saw out of them there.
They keep the operator too. Playing that one smart. They retake mid after understanding there might have been a push down from Ethan after the Killjoy turret was removed, and really not being kind of deterred by the fact that the gravity well was A. They had a mid-round call to go for, and good double kill cleanups around the map helped them secure round 2 as we move into round 6 here. Ultimates on both sides are starting to mount. This is going to get spicier and spicier here. That was Ye's Blade Storm that went off, so he's back on the operator. As we said, Finesse saved that.
100 Thieves, 4 pistols, 1 rifle in the hands of Steel. Here the Blade Storm has been used as well. No swing out, no presence coming out of garage quite yet. But you can feel the tension building.
Crashy already fired his sonar bolt towards sewers. He's like, are we going to get Deagle pushed? Or Deagle pushed. Are we going to get Sheriff pushed real fast and just get laser beamed in the head here? It's something you can definitely see this squad doing. Nice shot by Finesse to drop one. Victor checks garage, but there's no real movement just yet. This is the source where this eco round of 100 Thieves is being placed.
Yeah, so they just got a kill in garage. They saw Asuna and C, and they also saw Nitro. So instantly you see, all right, we're going to go away. The spike is rotating that way. You've got crashies as the tip of the spear. Also has that Hunter Fury. The Cosmic Divide is coming out. Flashes to enter onto the site, but Steel is still around. FNS, though, behind Hiko. Steel's in a world of hurt. But Asuna might just get the timing. No, he's rotating back off. Asuna's going to have a read on this. Look at where Asuna is. He's already working his way back towards mid.
Everybody's being a rat here. Finesse is in A. Asuna, however, moving down and may have the bigger impact. Frags, if he can get around, he'll be able to now hear them, I think, running up towards that right side. You can see Steel already rotating out of A ASAP.
We had like 4 or 5 different flanks going on there, and that was one of the more important ones. Victor swings around, knocks Asuna out, leaving Steel alone in a 1v5. There was so much macro rotations to break down in that round. Riv, where do you start?
I don't know, but Envy's just sixth sense right now to turn around when somebody might be on their tail is saving them in these rounds. That could have been 2, 3 quick kills from Asuna, and then he just creates pressure. He plays his life and does not show himself again at long C. Now you're getting pinched in from the top side as well. Again, though, we had Finesse in that round, so there was always an option for Envy, but already ships in the night plays coming from both teams, and it's really starting to toss up how these rounds could end out. Envy with the momentum right now, you can't deny that.
Super chaotic round again for 100 Thieves. They had pistols, so they should be able to bring in a bit more, and that is the case. You've got rifles and op in the hands of Asuna. You still have a couple of ultimates to work with as well. For Envy, Ye's going to be rocking the same. A little bit of action early on coming out from Asuna, not able to land a shot. The spike making its way slowly but surely towards C, and there's no one on it, Riv. They're playing full retake on the side of 100 Thieves.
Steel's ultimate, as well as Hiko's, makes that quite possible. Cosmic Divide down long C, if that's where they need to take it back. Everything's fundamentally there for 100 Thieves to make this happen.
The pop flash! The flash! Victor's good for 3!
Scout destroyed.
They had no idea who he was, and you pop out of that flash, you just get blinded. There's nowhere to look, there's nowhere to go. It's just Ethan that remains. He's not around for long.
Unreal. Continuing to pre-fire, have the faster aim on getting peaked. You normally do not go down or do not have that chance to get 2, 3 kills. They know where you are. They're peeking you as you're resetting your recoil, but Victor controls that perfectly. And he's feeling it right now. The team is ready to keep this roll going.
How much longer will they be able to keep the roll going? I think that's the question for Envy. As you said, they've rattled four rounds in a row off. They're sitting cozy. Economy not looking great on the side of 100 Thieves. Against Steel, the only one not rocking a pistol, and they do have plenty of ults, but the number one ultimate that you normally look for in a situation like this is the Blade Storm, not online. 100 Thieves looking to dial up a bit of pressure across mid, but Ethan is already dropped.
100 Thieves trying to get a touch of pressure in the beginning, figure out where they can get an advantage in movement, but even once they peak, it's just Envy tearing them down on this eco round. Victor wants more, and he knows where the last two members are due to utility usage. That's one. Will he finalize? That's Ye coming in for the final kill. Sweeping through these rounds. And they are considering everything as it happens. Nothing they're doing is careless on the side of Envy. Let's see what 100 Thieves can now do on another gun round, Doug.
Well, and I think you felt a little swagger in that round coming out from Envy, right?
Yeah.
Like you felt that, like, yeah, we're gonna like run at you.
Sending the message.
And guess what? There's nothing you can do to stop us. At least in that instance, right? Again, they didn't have weapons. They invested the Seekers. 100 Thieves, as we mentioned, pulled some of that pressure to try to dial up from the defensive side around mid to try to catch them off guard a bit, but Envy were just wise to it, right? Like they weren't fazed by anything they saw. Look at their money.
I was gonna say $9 grand in the bank. And that means subsequent rounds to come where they can play a little bit more off. If they do want to chase and deny 100 Thieves their save weapons, they can go and hunt for blood. Losing those will not be as a detriment. Seeing what 100 Thieves is doing, they're switching it up a little bit. As you come back to the map, you will see Steel hard on C. Now they're covering the rest of the map. They were kind of playing retake potential for this left side, but they're going to try their hand at playing back towards that mid and back towards the A side. Ladies and gentlemen, this year it is 2-2. And Envy and 100 Thieves beating each other here on Haven. Who can bring that into their favor in this match? I mean, we're still in the first half, and it's punch for punch from Envy. Can 100 Thieves now, after their timeout, reset, get control of the game, and bring it back to 5-5.
How cheeky are Envy willing to get here? So Asuna has shown a short with the op before, right? And you've got those two Astra Stars set up on Nitros. You can possibly drop a smoke and then the gravity well and really cause problems. Asuna's already swinging out with that op. I just don't know that he's going to get a shot at anyone. I don't know that they're going to give him the space.
No. Like there are 5 people staring down into that sewer area, so if it was a trade, they would definitely be ripping off some shots as soon as they heard him. No switch peek. That is going to be a dash up. They may be able to catch him on the sewer ramp if they go for a fast play. Here comes the dart, or actually that's a Molly.
Shock dart coming out as well. Again, Asuna, there he is. He was patient. He was calm. He waited for as long as he possibly could have. Lands a shot. Hiko's going to use the Hunter's Fury as well. A little bit of tag, a little bit of damage. And the spike still I mean, it hasn't made it out of a lobby. Yeah, he's showing he can do a bit of the same with his own op.
And this slows down Envy considerably. You can see that Marved has to watch the backside. The turret's gone. They lost Finesse in his utility, so it's now a forward commitment with just these members. And they are creeped into the site perfectly to make this actually work. Remember that lockdown is there if they decide to use it for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, the thing is, so Steel's just now going to show up. So there was not a lurk, there was not a rat play, there wasn't anything that's normally customary out of Steel in a situation like that. He stayed at home, now he's going to show up. You mentioned he has that lockdown in tow, but it can be countered by the Hunter's Fury.
Perfect,
out
Doug.
of crashies right on time. You've also got the Cosmic Divide coming out. Steel went in aggressive, Nitro's up top. Nitro's looking for more. Crashies getting a little bit of info with his util, and he got more than he bargained for. Marved, though, is in a great spot, drops things down to a 1v1, peeking outside of the Cosmic Divide to land the shots onto 100 Thieves.
Doug, I said it earlier, Clutch Master Hiko, but flying under the radar for this event, we've seen the stats. It's Marved topping those stats, being so good in clutch situations, and he does it again, the Cosmic Divide as well, to split what they needed, and he worked through it perfectly. He's like, I know what this is. I know how to work through this. And what a takedown of the last two members of 100 Thieves. Marved coming up huge for Envy to keep it going.
And that was the you know, we talked about this on the desk yesterday for Envy. It was always somebody, right? Like, it wasn't just one player on the side of Envy that stepped
dangerous.
up. Yeah, and had a big moment. It was everyone had their moment in the spotlight. And to your point, that is dangerous when they're all clicking like that, when they can all step up in a big, meaningful way. It's so difficult to handle. For 100 Thieves, they've got their hands full. They're down 3 rounds, back on pistol. Steel once again with the only upgraded weapon. He's dropped Marved tracked around. Catches 100 Thieves.
Oh, Marved, what are you?
In a brutal spot as Marved is just continuing continuing to pile it on.
He is just saucing people right now with these frags. They are not deterred. Eco or gun round. There is a one-pace roll right now for Envy, and they keep pushing forward. Nitro, however, bringing a bit of that momentum from their games yesterday into this, as Marv comes up with kill 3 of the round.
He's upgraded a weapon. Envy play that well, though. As soon as they feel contact coming out from Nitro, the swing comes out from Garage, and the kill gets cleaned up. So Envy gets to 7. They get to 7 on the attacking half. And while we kind of, again, given the fact that Haven has 3 sites, you expect that a little bit, right? Because you have a bit more authority over the map. You can manipulate rotations. You can show fakes and pull the other way. Like, you will always have the beat on a map like this unless you're really reading the attacking team well. So
absolutely,
Envy up big here, but I think for Envy, you've kind of got to continue to pile it on, right? Like a 7-round win is not safe.
Their aim is wild right now. This might go quick, so I'm going to hold this call for steal.
Asuna's going. Asuna's going. They're playing off of the util. Asuna has to dash away, back up, but did get a kill. He's going to get healed up as well. FNS down to 10 HP. Yay. Just on the other side of the smoke. The op is there. Nope.
My
Asuna
word.
felt that one. He's got the blade storm to work with, too.
There we are, Finesse making his way back to make sure the utility's still activated. They know nobody's been pushing too close. He does have to check, though. Feels like he may have gone out of range for a moment as they look down towards Garage. That's not covered by the turret anymore. So now this is a retake of space. And mentioning Steel at the beginning of last round, it may seem less impactful now, but we saw him spray through double doors to take down Finesse's turret. Very heady play at the beginning of the last round. But like you said, Doug, it doesn't matter. The aim Envy's coming out with, even if there is a read there, they have been able to topple the strategies of Nitro and 100 Thieves. He goes down as Ye enters B. El Diablo on the run.
And the thing is, what I want to see here is, do they continue to push it, right? Do they go all the way to C through Link, or do they commit to planning B? Ye still holding that Link with the op. Steel's alone on C right now, and there was a round. Marv tried creeping his way through. He gets punished at the hands of Ethan. Asuna was able to get one onto FNS as well. Yay! What a shot! Victor gets one as well. Ye getting the spike down B. It's a straight up 2v2. It's just Ye who has an ultimate. Steal good for it. Ye's in a clutch spot here. He does have 1 bullet left with the option. Has that blade storm online. If he's able to get that, all right, he's good for 1. It's going to be on to Steel. He has to creep his way forward. A Red Bull clutch from Ye. A 4K, 8 rounds for Envy. 100 Thieves. They've been pushed around this half.
Envy completely in the heads of 100 Thieves on their attack, on the first peaks, the confident first shots. 20-4 on the top of the scoreboard for Envy. Absolutely incredible as Ye continues to pick up these frags. Push peeking with the operator against an automatic, picks up that Phantom, and then just drop steal. Incredible play, incredible awareness right now from Envy in their post plants and their executions.
Blade storm out from Asuna. I like that early on, trying to take some space away, apply some pressure, and it does not seem to matter. As Asuna and the rest of 100 Thieves reach a little bit deeper into their playbook, they come out with the same results. Envy with numbers advantage early on.
Finesse has the ult here if they want to secure final round. They get themselves up nice and close. Is that a gravity well? They just threw into Cubby to make sure nobody's hiding. Just a quick recall star. Making sure that Marved is ready to place for the site take. This is going to be Cosmic Divide up as well for Envy. There it is. Pushing out Ethan. He still wants to stay, and he gets gravity weld as he decides to.
Lockdown's been used as well. 100 Thieves. Oh, gosh, that was close. They invest what they can to try to clear it out. Not able to do so with the shock dart, so 100 Thieves has to respect that, right? They have to give up the space. You've got Marv who's taking Garage Steal, but he's got to judge. He's got to judge. He's going to have to get so much closer in order to make it sing! Spots one, swings around. Hello, alarm bot, FNS, everything in front of him. FNS playing down tight. Oh, and I don't know that Nitro knows. Oh, no. Oh, no. FNS was there. Victor was there as well. Envy with a 9-3 half on Haven to start off this best of 3. You talked, Riv, leading into this series about how close these matchups normally are, right? Historically, they go toe-to-toe a lot.
Nine
it's
of the
often
maps.
Close.
9 of the times that they've played on maps, 13 7 or closer was the score. However, the last time they played Haven, it was 13-5 for Envy. And it looks like they have that same read on 100 Thieves here, and they will take the upper hand on these teams being even at 2-2 on Haven across the year.
9 rounds in a row. We're going to toss it down to Dash at the desk to break down the first half.
Thank you very much, Doug. We talk about how 100 Thieves has got the mental. Well, the mental will be tested here as Envy puts 9 together straight to close out that half, 9-3 fashion.
And that is very impressive. It's a little bit of what we expected just because of what 100 Thieves said about them losing the first map. And the fact that, as I mentioned before, I feel like Envy is always getting closer and closer to defeating 100 Thieves even better and stronger. One of the matchups that I wanted to see was Victor versus Ethan. And the way that Envy is just pushing in every single time, it's crazy.
It felt like Ethan had a pretty hot start to start things off with the 3-0, right? That was partially because of Ethan, but since then, you called it 9 rounds in a row. It's ridiculous. And you talk about mentals being tested. I honestly, those other times when you're playing against Gambit, when you're playing against Ascend yesterday, it felt like 100 Thieves still had some modicum of control in that, right? It felt like they had some ideas that were working, but they just weren't getting executed, or a CNED popped off or something like that. Here, yes, he's popping off, but they are not in control.
Look at that scoreline. He's got 20 kills in a single half already.
What can we do? What do you want me to say? You're going to see him go in. He gets the kill. He gets another one. He's like, oh my God, I just saw a body. I need to push it. I need to push it. And that's the thing. They were taking so much space from 100 Thieves all the time, constantly. These shots, they are disgusting.
Once he started picking up the op, I'm questioning, even before this, to be honest, has he missed a single op shot?
He missed one there, but you know what? If you can't do it with the op, you do it with the classic, right?
It's ridiculous. Like, he wins the round anyways, right? He's literally embarrassing people. This round with the 1v3 clutch, he took out Asuna when he's like midair with the class. Like, what is that?
And let's not forget how this half started, okay? We saw, if you remember that pistol round, that was kind of like a mess. And 100 Thieves controlled the situation almost from head to toe with that defuse in front of everybody. So maybe if that hadn't happened, where would we be?
Well, Envy is looking clean right now, and it's up to 100 Thieves to contain Ye as we head back over to Riv and Doug to get into the second half.
Ooh. Thank you so much, Dash. Yes, Envy coming out hot, but Riv, 100 Thieves have been here before.
They have. It's still an anything can happen moment, but for a lot, I don't think it feels like that, Doug. Envy have been on such a roll to get that many rounds consistently, and if they get pistol, that is going to be tough for 100 Thieves to find a way back. They can place now where they want the members. Attack side is considered the more aggressive, the easier to be able to initiate onto that site and hold it. So we'll see what they can do.
This is a C hit through and through. You've got the drone that's made its way up long. You also had the Trailblazer to work their way into Garage. They've gotten access onto the site. Ethan should be able to get the spike down, but the fight for Garage is going to be an important one. FNS and Seal, Chess Masters, looking to go toe-to-toe. Seal's in good spot, but no, it's Ye again! What? The man does not slow down, taking souls left and right. El Diablo on full display as he's gotten 3 early on. 100 Thieves with 2 members remaining. Make that 1. Make that none. You talked about how they needed the pistol. Envy says not today.
Was that a 30-second pistol round? Envy instantly finding 100 Thieves. I know I've said it across the year, but if you don't watch Envy, they're just as aggressive on defense as they are on offense. They have one of the most terrifying defenses on Split because they're in your face at the drop of the wall, and here we see it again on Haven, not allowing 100 Thieves to even take a breath.
100 Thieves down big here. They have a question to answer in front of them. Do you force up?
Oh my word!
Right? Do you roll the die, or do you stick with the pistol and then kind of play the long game? Again, 100 Thieves, they've been here before. Not exceptionally surprising to see them. They're like, fine, you know, we're going to stick with pistols. We know that there's always an opportunity to get back into this thing. So start for them on the attacking side of this round, as they haven't shown very much at all. Just a little bit of peeks out towards mid, and that's it.
I think 100 Thieves need to employ the now we see Ye, we go to different site kind of thing. Same as they rolled with Gambit. Yay, working behind the turret here, even using it as a bit of a shield protection as he crosses back and forth behind it. The utility usage, love it coming in from FNS. He can work between B and C and Garage, still with activation on all his utility. And this is a great call from 100 Thieves.
Whoa.
They're working off that, and they're trying to get to the site that might be the freest.
crashies saw everything he needed to see, and Victor has shown up. Steel's already down. Asuna down to 43 health as well. As Victor's just looking for more. The gravity well was there. Ye shows up to add insult to injury. Ye looking for the last, but Hiko's able to take care of it. He's got an upgraded weapon. He's able to find, has the spike as well. Finds himself in 1v3, 67 health. No utility to his name. And no health either as Marv cleans that up. Envy get to 11, now 100 Thieves. They should be able to have more rifles. You did deal a bit of damage to Envy's economy. Marv went all the way down to 0 armor, and they dropped 2 players, so it's not like it's going to be smooth sailing for Envy. They do have to invest a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking not too worse for the wear. This does have to be a pickup round here for 100 Thieves. They'll find themselves in a very bad spot. This is the round that counts. Do they go fast, or do they try to raid Envy for the rest of the map? Do they say, all right, FNS plays Garage. What's their purpose for A? What's their purpose for C? And then to continue to dissect that. It's going to be tough. They don't have many rounds to, and they set up for basically a default here with a spike drop to start.
Ye has a Blade Storm in the 3rd round of the half.
He does. It's a pretty common thing for him, actually, which is just disgusting.
Hear that used early on, creeping his way up long as a Trailblazer is going to create some room for him to work with. The drone spots it as well. Yay!
Instant reset.
Yay! Going up top, looking for more.
Sets the one way, ready for some more.
And it does not look like 100 Thieves are going to
They're going to press.
give him an opportunity. But of course, as I say that, you've got Ethan with a little bit of flash, a little bit jiggle, a little shoulder.
It's like they can't gain any ground. And Ye's even moving forward. He says, you know what? This is too much of a dance. I actually want to just kill you.
And he does it with the last blade that he had. Ethan gets dropped at the hands of Ye. He isn't just taking members of 100 Thieves with him in this round. Look at how much space they've already gotten long.
Yeah.
He's going to continue to push his way forward. Hiko, understanding that Ethan just dropped there, has to be careful. But 100 Thieves turning their attention towards B. Steel's able to get the opener onto Marved. crashies gets flashed up.
Ooh, big
Not
flash.
able to do anything with that. Steel good for 3 here. But there is always Ye.
Can he do it to him? No, Nitro says no. Finesse looking to put the nail in the coffin for this round. Steel picks it up. 100 Thieves find a 4th, keeping Envy off of game point, and Steel comes online with a 4K.
Yeah, Steel comes up big, and again, that was, you know, one of the things that I love to watch on the side of 100 Thieves is their mid-round calling, right?
Yes.
They got pushed down
Slow
A
it
long.
down.
Yeah, well, they got pushed down A long. You felt Ye breathing down your neck. He's just ripping people's faces off all over the map. They call for a mid-hit. They're able to hold things off, and yeah, Steel goes absolutely bonkers on the side as well to open things up for him. And that's where you see some of that expertise. That's where you see some of that experience on full display for 100 Thieves.
Being able to switch it up. Can't just have one roll with the way you're hitting the sights here. So the turret for their Killjoy, Steel, is set up pretty deep back, so he's going to be watching mid. This isn't a full initiation just yet unless they find an instant frag.
Cheeky little spot. The Trailblazer sees things. The Seekers are going to come out as well. And big on Ethan, though, to clear things out and not have Seekers get really around that corner.
Steel again, getting in this position to hear audio, hear what the movements might be. He's just getting as close as possible for moments at a time to see if he can catch a footstep, utility usage from any certain point to figure out what the placement of Envy might be. So far, it's all quiet on the home front right now. Nobody's really showing too much. A Vandal in mid doesn't tell too much either.
Well, and so we just saw crashies dart long. It didn't get shot out, right? And 100 Thieves were there, so they play around the space. They intentionally don't clear it out to give off the impression that there's nobody there. And this is all bait, Riv.
Yep.
This is all just to draw attention mid. crashies and Ye are able to get a couple of big ones, but the spike was leaning towards long. That's a big drop, though. It's just Ethan who's there now. Hiko's working his way up short. You've got Envy members. They smell blood in the water. They're starting to wrap around. They're starting to push their way forward as Ethan drops as well. Hiko's in a 1v4. He's not going to be in it for long. Ye gets 3, has 36,000 kills at this point. Envy on that point.
Basically, yeah. everybody just coming up huge. crashies there, held down the site, the first kill, the second kill almost. Ye picks another one up to come back and clean in the site. Like you mentioned earlier, Doug, it doesn't just have to be Ye. The sites are still held down by incredibly strong members on Envy. This entire team has brought their play or competitive play to Berlin.
And it's hard to stress the importance of crashies' kill there on the long to open things up, because remember, it was a bait play, right? Like, it was all about drawing attention towards mid, drawing attention towards B, and to give off the impression there's nobody long. Again, I want to draw us back to that recon dart that posted up down long. Nobody cleared it out. They just let it tick off 3 times, and then they worked around it. So if you're Envy, it wasn't shot out. There's a good chance there's nobody there. But for crashies to hold fast, to not just fully bite on, oh, the recon dart didn't get cleared out, there must not be anybody there. He holds there, doesn't give up any of that space. The spike comes around. When the action is happening B, he's able to drop the spike instantly. And at that point, like, what do 100 Thieves do?
Their reaction has been tough, because as soon as the sites are defended, they push out. Envy figures out a different place to be. Start that flank early, not be in a regular defensive position that quick of the round. So at 100 Thieves, I think the slow round is the way. They were able to win it previously. They did lose a few members, but then that encroach onto B, Steel being able to read a bit more of the map. That's what he's been known for, being the rat that he is. It just hasn't been able to come up for the team as much. And again, it does come down to Envy just having those opening shots on the rounds that is making this so tough for 100 Thieves. Here we are, game point for Envy. They look to set up strong towards C.
3 pistols on the side of 100 Thieves and plenty of work in front of them as they find themselves down real big in this opening map of this best of 3 grand final spot on the line. crashies gonna grab some info. Also has the Hunter's Fury to work with.
You should run.
He's about to have his hands full. Lockdown coming out. crashies, he's got to swing out. Messes up Asuna, but Asuna is able to trade that out. Ethan with the frenzy. Good for it.
That's a Seekers.
There it is. Marv trying to clear that out. The lockdown goes off. Marv just playing on the other side. Marv, just playing on the other side. The frenzy's there! What? The classic comes out as well, but Ethan wins that! And all of 100 members, all members of 100 Thieves are there. They're a little bit weak, but they're there. Numbers advantage going their way. Ethan wins that one. He's got 3 on the round so far. FNS is alone here. He doesn't really have any room to work with on the site. The spike is down. It's continuing to tick away as well. The one thing is, I don't know that they know.
If he kills Hiko, this is incredibly scary.
Well,
are there mollies on that, or is just the alarm?
Time either. I don't know if there's time. Yeah, they haven't fully rotated off enough for it to be a problem. It looked dicey there for a second, but a Prime Gaming Flawless coming out from 100 Thieves to get them to 5 and defend things off. We're going to play one more round at least.
Is this where they get activated? They're like, there's just not enough pressure. I'm just kidding. They do seem to have something extra in the tank once they're pushed to their limits, and they remember, wait, we have a playstyle that works against this. We have other things that we can start to run, and they seem to then figure out how to get outside this box that's keeping them down so many rounds. Envy now losing a few. Back to Spectres, Guardians in hand. Marshall for Marved, as it is going to be a full gun round here for 100 Thieves. Let's see if they start prioritizing ult orbs and make things work even better. They could have Asuna's ults.
Dude, so that was a problem. That's what I was worried about. Marved was showing so much on the side with this Marshall, and Ye was just kind of like quiet. They had no idea. Swings out with the Guardian, able to get one. Hiko using the Hunter's Fury to clear things out as Asuna gets one. Hiko does as well. So that Guardian out of the hands of Ye. At least for now, but crashies has picked it up, and he can do some pretty filthy stuff with it as well.
Nice dart by Hiko there. Able to figure out 2R in the site. crashies just firing off with the Guardian as he goes back for a heal. Real quick from Victor. Nice push by Finesse, but Ethan is aware.
And gets info on the rotation as well, so crashies has spotted him given away. You've got Victor in a cheeky little spot here where if he gets the timing right, he can blow this up. Spike making its way towards A as crashies assumes position up in heaven. Again, keep an eye on Victor.
Oh my word. They're not turned around yet. They're not turned around yet.
The Hunter's Fury's there to push them off.
Victor!
Victor, hello! Surprise! I'm here! Nitro's been dropped. The flash is there as well as Victor looking for more. Has to swap the weapon. Listen, Flips run a bit dry, and now
Last
It feels a
player
bit disjointed
standing.
because crashies wasn't able to help him. Hiko, 20 HP in a clutch situation, 13 health left. Swings out there from crashies.
10 seconds
He
left.
continues to push the matter forward. Spots the barrel of the gun. A thrifty round win from crashies onto Hiko. A 13-5 in Riv. That number sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar. It's the exact score of their last meeting in NA on Haven. History repeats itself. Envy take map 1 on Haven.
And I think what was really impressive out from Envy is we touched specifically on the attacking half for 100 Thieves a couple of very pivotal mid-round adjustments.